Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the show today. I think we're all set here. Go ahead and make a Discord post this morning. Okay, we're all set there as well. All right, good morning. Nintendo Indie Direct. We got some time to kill. Starts in about 45 minutes. Okay. Thank you, Oz, for the 18 months, dude. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Good morning. First in the chat, Lemons and Limes. Welcome in here. Wonderful to see you. Appreciate you. Great Bambi. Welcome in. Just Jackie. Good morning. Stratocaster. Good to see you. Sammy Dot as well. Welcome on in here. Indie Direct Day. Started a new game on YouTube. Nice. Hope you're enjoying your new Stardew Valley save file. Good morning, Druck. Good morning, M Online. Tales from the Fandom. Duvor Dwarf. Red Museum. Cindy Alice. Welcome to the show today. Happy Thursday. Got a nice little direct to look forward to today. Expectations are low, but excitement is hopefully high. What up, SM Dragon? Good morning, Bratz Bunnies. Good to see you today as well. Rain 5150, Cozy Assassin, Steph L. Lucinda, welcome to the broadcast. Duel Master D. Timo, Silverbling. Chicken Tendos. Anybody else we missed out there? Good morning. Welcome on in. Hope everyone's feeling good here today. Yes, air conditioner is all sorted out. What's up, Daisy Cat? Good morning. We're all sorted out. No. The dude was super professional. He handled everything. I underestimated how much space was behind my desk. To be honest, there's plenty of space back there. So nothing had to change. Thank goodness. They did have to take the AC out of the window though to repair it. So, but he put everything back the way exactly it was before he got here. Like, what a legend. What an absolute legend.
Good morning to my fab streamer and by far my favorite Joshua.
Yo, what's up, LPK? Thank you for 58 months. What up, Stevie Bats? The direct is in 37 minutes. So we just got a little bit of time to kill. We'll just hang out and chat. Then we'll watch the indie direct. Good morning, Taco. Good morning, Sith Angel. Thank you, 10 Lobster, for badging him up, dude. Thank you for badging him up, man. Thank you so much. What's up, Mads World? Bringing them in and badging them up. Badging them up and bringing them in. We'll do some Fields of Mistria today. Do some Fields of Mistria. Looking forward to seeing the new Animal Crossing announced today, Dazabaum says. The streamer I was watching said it'll be at the end of this direct. Oh, wow. I didn't see your background. Yeah, you're fine, dude. No worries. No worries at all. Do some Fields of Mistria today. What's up, Impatient Pay? Good to see you, dude. Moon Pop Fanatic, welcome in, Nicole. Welcome to the show as well. Island Reptar, good morning. Yeah, Fields of Mistria is pretty cool for sure. It's a fun game. On the house and farm upgrades at the builder's shop. If you want to see how much they hurt your wallet, I'm okay for now. Thank you, though. We'll get there eventually. What's up, Bomb Like? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, Fields of Mistria is so good. Pulled a shiny Articuno. Nice. I got shiny Zapdos and shiny Moltres. So that's the only one I need. I can have all three of the birds, baby. What's the over-under on how many Cozy Farm games we're going to see today? That's funny. I don't know. 5. I don't know what to expect. It's only 15 minutes, so I don't think we're going to see much. Been struggling with the Blissey Drop event. I don't think we'll see much. And I agree with Spawn Wave that Silk Song's going to be at Gamescom with Xbox, because it's already been announced for day one Game Pass. So I don't think Nintendo got their hands on Silk Song. I don't think Nintendo got their hands on Silk Song. I think we are going to be waiting on that till Gamescom. I agree with Spawn Wave. And for those that don't know, Gamescom is a massive German gaming event, I believe. I believe it's German. And that'll be at the end of August. So I think today's just going to be a Witchbrook kind of day. And then maybe we'll get lucky enough to get like Hades 2. Or just like something we're not expecting. Like Dinkum on Switch. Like that would be sick. You know what I mean? I think it'll be a lot of stuff that we've seen though, for sure. We need a new Simpsons hit and run. True. Big true, actually. I agree with that. A release date for Grave Seasons. Gonna watch with your breakfast plus some gaming. What's up, Iris? Enjoy your gaming. Enjoy your breakfast, dude. What up, Pixie Rose? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I think it'll be a lot of rehashes, like reminders would be the nice way to put it, of stuff that we know's coming. And then we'll go from there. My favorite Simpsons game goes all the way back to Sega Genesis. Bart Simpson gets his homework eaten, and then he has to go through a bunch of different universes to get his pieces of homework back or something. It's been a long time. Bart's Nightmare. Yeah, that was my favorite Simpsons game back in the day. Bart's Nightmare. That game was so good. Good morning, Leafeon. Good morning, Random Reject. I was a big Sega Genesis head though. So I have a bunch of favorites from that console. What's up, Asir? Good morning, Toddy. Good morning, Andromeda. Welcome in, Casino Roy. Simpsons Hit and Run was a staple in my house. Yeah, I've honestly never played the game. It's a cult classic though. It's a lot of people love that game. I've never really been interested. But yeah, it's a cult classic for sure. People love Simpsons Hit and Run. It also had like a pretty interesting speedrun history, if you ever looked into that, which is pretty cool. I've seen a little bit of the history. I think one of my favorite YouTubers did a video on it. I can't remember. You should play it. I'm sure I would enjoy playing it for a little while, but I'm not in like a rush to play it. If I were to go back and play Simpsons Hit and Run, it would simply just be to experience the cult classic, not necessarily because I want to, just out of respect for the game. I don't really care though. This is not my kind of game. But like but I do respect it. I do understand. It's one of those games that you gotta check out. But like I wouldn't do it like out of any kind of like I don't really care. It's too many games, too little time, man. Hit and Run is an example of a rare, great licensed game in the early 2000s. Yeah, somehow never played that game. Too many games, too little time. Just like the gameplay of Hit and Run doesn't really speak to me as a gamer. So it's kind of something I've always overlooked. I've watched people play it though. Because people, again, it's a classic, you know? So I've watched people run around and it's basically just Grand Theft Auto. It's basically just Grand Theft Auto, but Simpsons. I'm not like a big Grand Theft Auto guy, so. What up, SS Trick? What up, Soy Timo? No, I've never heard of that Cryptic Chaos. Yo, cheers, Nick Jr. Good morning. Battlefield 6 beta. I heard Battlefield 6 is pretty dope. Some people are saying it might be the next great fighting or shooting game in like a long time. People are really hyping it up. Hopefully it delivers. It's Crazy Taxi, not GTA. Crazy Taxi. Now, wasn't there another Simpsons game that was like GTA that came out after it? Because I might be mixing Simpsons games up. Right? Yeah, because like I thought for sure there was a Simpsons game that was like really similar to GTA, and then but yeah, I could be mixing them up. I'm gonna go look at all the games. Yeah, there's Hit and Run. So and then there's no, Hit and Run was the game. And then there's Road Rage, right? But that's Game Boy Advance. What? It's like a racing game. Road Rage. Okay, it was on GameCube and stuff. Racing game based on the animation. Yeah. Here it is. I guess they re-released it on Game Boy later. No, I was thinking correctly. I guess it's more like Crazy Taxi. That makes sense. From the gameplay I've seen, that makes sense. The reason I said GTA is because there's like missions and stuff. Isn't it like an open world? Hit and Run is GTA, Road Rage is Crazy Taxi. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, yeah, dude. Hit and Run is like an open world Grand Theft Auto game. Correct. Yeah. And it's got like quests and missions. You can go and just carjack somebody. Yeah. Okay. People got People out here got me questioning myself. People out here got me questioning myself. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. What's up, BMO artist? Good to see you. Good morning and off day. The one thing we lost with physical games was the crazy art they would put on the disc. I miss books. I miss books in boxes. That's the thing I think we lost with physical media. Is game booklets. Yo, enjoy your lurks, Sith Angel. Good to see you, Rubes. Oh, I stand corrected? Oh yeah, you're fine, Druck. No worries, buddy. We all make a mistake here and there. The only mistake you made today, Druck, was questioning the legend like me. Just kidding. My head's not that big, I promise. Good morning, Sylvia. Used to read them cover to cover. Yeah, especially the games I loved. Yeah, you would sit there and read it all, get all the art. Oh, check out all the fan art, check out all the information. And at one point, or let's just say very often, there would be information. There would be information in the booklet that you wouldn't get in the game. So if you read through the booklet, sometimes it'd be like, yo, did you know that if you press this combination of buttons, it does like a thing? And you're just like, what? No one told me this. Where was I supposed to know this? Supposed to read the book. Supposed to read the book. It was crazy. Once you realize that, a lot of the books were super important to the games. The joy of buying a new game and reading the manual until you got home to play it. I accept it. Wait, what do you accept? Oh, a permanent strike on your record? Okay, calm down. No permanent records here. You're free. You are absolved. What is it? Absolved? I don't know. You're okay. That's funny, dude. Who knows, man? Simpsons game's a Simpsons game. It's all the same, dude. I don't know, man. I have played Tunic for just about 4 hours, but I never came back to finish it. I'd like to, though. I'd like to. Good morning, Chaos Queen. Welcome in. All right, 22 minutes. Yeah, Tunic was cool. I gotta go back and finish. Sorry, Highland, I've already wrote the ticket out. Man, I've been loving the new trading system in TCG Pocket. I'm over here dishing out trades left and right. Yeah, trade over here, trade over there. Oh, you need a Pokemon? I got a Pokemon. Oh, you need a Pokemon? I got a Pokemon. And because the trading system was literally useless before, I have hundreds of hourglasses saved up. I had like 138 trading hourglasses saved up because it was literally useless before. It was the most useless dead in the water system. So it's so nice. Now I'm using all these I reserved. I'm getting all these trades in. It's fun. What up, DJ Weed? Welcome in. I sent you a friend request in TCG Pocket. Dope. My friends list kind of fills up sometimes, but I'll do my best to cycle people in. I need to figure out the trade situation. So now you got like a wish list. So what happened is that they repurposed the old wish list system. And now you can wish list 20 cards and they show up when people go to trade you. So you can go to the trade section, click trade. It'll bring up everybody on your friends list. And it'll even show you if they have cards on their wish list. So then you would say, click on me. You would choose one of the cards from my wish list and you would initiate a trade. From there, I would go to the app. I would see your trade offer. I would look at your wish list and I would say, hey, I have this card. And then I would offer you back. Okay, this is what I'll give you for what you're trying to give me. Then you go back to the app, you accept the trade, and then it locks in. So the only big difference is this new wish list that they repurposed from a previous system that is dead now. So that's all you have to do. So I recommend everybody who's playing TCG Pocket to set up their wish list, because if you don't have one set up, then it's like we're just going to be sending you random cards. So if you were to like start a trade with me, like I don't know what you want. So you can wish list anything. I don't recommend you wish list 2 stars because they're not tradable right now. So keep it to EXs or under, or full arts and under. But yeah, build yourself a little wish list of stuff that maybe you missed from old sets, or maybe a card you need for a deck, and then people can trade you. And it's all based off the friends list. Again, you can't trade with randoms. Yeah, thank you, Cozy, for getting that. Yeah, that's my code right there. Yeah, it's fun. It's just cool to interact with people in the game outside of battling, you know? It feels like I just walked to chess club and opened up my binder and was, so what are you buying? I got this rare Charizard that I accidentally spilled my juice box on. What do you got a Blastoise? Because I could really use one. Yeah, it's an indie direct. So keep your expectations towards indie games. I think 2/3 of this direct is going to be reminders of stuff that we already know about and like release dates. And then maybe 1/3 of it would be kind of new stuff that we haven't seen or haven't seen in a while, stuff like that. So should be interesting what they show off here. But Nintendo's trying to hit us with the 3-piece, right? Left, partner direct, right, indie direct. So I guess it would be right, partner direct, left, indie, because you know I'm right-handed, so my left's not going to be as hard. And then they're going to hit us with the uppercut, and that's going to be the regular direct, maybe in September. Yeah, the headbutt. I like the headbutt more. Yeah. So that's what they're doing. I think they're just setting us up with some more hors d'oeuvres. Partner, indie, main. Main comes in September, and then they give us a bunch of release dates for stuff for like the last quarter of the year, I guess. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Pokemon is October and like Kirby is November and like Metroid's the first week of December and Zelda ends up in January. Because the last time we saw Zelda, they didn't say a year. They said winter, I think. I could be wrong about that, but I think they only said winter. So we're talking about the new Hyrule Warriors game. It's like a side Zelda game. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. So that's my new prediction now. Because they weirdly worded Zelda as winter instead of saying 2025 again. So now I'm like, okay, are y'all playing games? Are you going to be like January Zelda? Give it to me for my birthday? Now I'm wondering if that's what's going to happen. And then Metroid will be the Christmas game. Kirby will be November. Pokemon is technically the Christmas game this year. I started realizing, backtrack 2 weeks ago, and we were talking heavily about how they don't have a Christmas game. They don't have a Christmas game. They don't have a Christmas game. We kept saying that, right? They don't have a Christmas game. And then it hit me. Yes, they do. It's Pokemon. Duh. Just because Pokemon's releasing at the end of October doesn't mean that it's not the Christmas game for the year. It's Pokemon. Of course it's the Christmas game. Of course this is the game that they're saddling up to sell Switches this Christmas. The parents see Pokemon release in October. The kids start yapping to their parents for a month straight about it. The parents go out, they buy the new bundle for the kids for Christmas. It all hit me. I was like, wait a second. We're grasping at straws looking for them to announce something else for Christmas, which could happen. The copium is strong with this one. It could happen. But I don't think so. I'm realizing actually Pokemon is the game for Christmas. Like, that's it. It's been in front of our eyes the whole time. Pokemon is the Christmas game this year. Metroid will subsidize, so will Kirby, and then Zelda's just going to be thrown in the mix. Zelda could be the Christmas game as well, alongside Pokemon. But like, that's it. Like that, I think we know what we're going to get this year. I think we know what we're getting from Nintendo this year. I don't think they're going to be surprising us with anything but GameCube games. That's going to be our surprises. Oh, here's Pokemon, here's your trickle feed for the month. And they're gonna drip feed us some GameCube games. That's it. That's it for this year. I think we really are. I think we've seen everything for this year, though. I really do feel that way. No, the directs, I'm watching the screen right here. So that they might have actually done the thing they did last time where they went live. They actually put the live video up early. They did. Cool. Let's jump over so people know what we're doing here. We'll go to 1080p. We'll move this over here. I was thinking about watching it on Twitch today, but YouTube just has that better processing, you know what I mean? That better video feed stuff. Yeah, that's what they did last time, which is nice because I hate when they start the video as soon as the direct starts because I always have to refresh. So this is like ideal right here. And then I'll switch to the other side of the screen and we'll move the chat here in a minute. Because usually they put the names of the games on this side of the screen. Usually. I agree with that, Titch. It's because the indie market is the only one doing interesting things nowadays, man. You know, I love Nintendo, and it's always nice when Nintendo announces something exciting, but it really does feel like the indie stuff's the way to the place to be, right? That's the place to watch. Yeah, the indie market, man, that's the place to watch for sure. Good morning, Aubrey. Oh, wow. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I think Witchbrook release date is going to be the highlight of today's show. I'd say so. I think so. I think Witchbrook release date is going to be the highlight for me. For me personally. I think that's what we're really looking forward to today. Witchbrook? Yeah, they announced. So they already announced Witchbrook would be releasing by the end of this year. That's why I'm so confident that we see a release date today. It could still not happen, you know, because they could just announce Witchbrook's release date in the official Nintendo Direct. That could happen, you know, in September. But I'm pretty confident that we see the release date today, since they made a point to make an indie direct. Therefore, they feel like they have a good amount of indie games to talk to us about. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like if they went through the effort to make this separate direct, they gotta be cooking with something. It feels like they're cooking, right? Something's happening here. That's how I feel anyways. Or so I tell myself. What other indie games are you looking forward to? I'll be honest, nothing really comes to mind. But that's because I just don't remember. I need to be reminded of all the indie games. I don't know. I'm looking forward to Hades full release, but I've already played it. I'm looking forward to Dinkum coming to Switch. Who knows when? I'm looking forward to Fields of Mistria coming to Switch. Who knows when? Witchbrook, like that's pretty much it. Like I don't really have anything else on the top of my brain as far as like what we could see today specifically. I have like no clue. Do you think Witchbrook will release on 1 and 2? No, I think it'll just be a 1 game, if I had to guess, and then it'll just be playable on 2. If I had to guess. I think most indie games will opt for that direction. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be like crazy surprised. It's funny because we just watched Summer Game Fest, and I don't remember much of Summer Games Fest. I really don't. I should have made a list of games, because usually a big list helps remember because you're writing it down. But I don't remember like anything from Summer Games Fest. And I know there was some stuff announced that I was pretty intrigued. So here's one game that I'm intrigued about. Here's one I got for you. This game right here. This game right here, I have my eye on big time. I have my eyes on this game big time. I think this game's actually going to be fire. It looks so good. I think this game's going to be really good. And I think there was a couple people who got a chance to play it, and they said that it looks really, really good. Yeah, you play as this old man with a cane, and it's a Metroidvania. And I've just heard that they recently put out like an article, and they were like, it has a lot of Metroid vibes. Specifically. So I know Metroidvania, Metroid, but there's like a difference. Like, Metroid has a specific way of providing secrets and stuff, similar to like what Hollow Knight tried to emulate and successfully did. So I don't know, man. This game right here is something that I've been seeing more and more of that I would love to see come out. But otherwise, actually, we're going back. This is actually just a video that I'm going to be Xing out. All right. What's the name of it? The something of Goldman. Something Goldman. I just typed into Google old man with a cane Metroidvania. And it was the first thing that came up. It's like something Goldman. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That's like one game that I'm pretty keen on checking out, but what up, Titan Dia? Good to see you today, Card Shark. Welcome in. The Eternal Life of Goldman. There it is. I think a regular Nintendo Direct will be here in September, which is baseless outside of the fact that they usually do a Direct in September. So Nintendo's normal Direct cadence is February-ish, June-ish, September-ish. Every year. There's almost always something in those 3 time slots. And whether it's an indie partner or a regular, usually there's at least a regular in those time slots somewhere. But in previous years, they have just like shown a partner direct and that was it. So I think what we're seeing now is the tail end of the summer stuff, and that they're building towards the traditional September Direct. That's my take. So, but it could be October, who knows? Again, ish is the key word there. What up, Taylove? What up, Enchanted Ascari? What up, Young Springer? All right. Okay, we're locked in. Yo, what up, Trickster? Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct. All right, it's time for the tradition. What song do we do the tradition with today? Let's do Mallow March. Peggle 4, Pikmin 5 when I need coffee. $80 games is crazy. Oddworld, Silk Song, Skong, Balatro 2, Minecraft 2, Silky Songy, Deltarune 5, 1 minute, Lawnmower Sim, Lawnmower Sim, All Track, Hollow Knight 2. That person didn't even say Silk Song. Genshin Impact, Clock Sim, Sonic R2 today, Breath of the Wild 3, Red Dead 2, what? Persona 6, huh? This is an indie direct. Witchbrook, hello everyone. Zelda CDI, somebody ban that man. Mario Odyssey 2, raise the price, what? Battlefield 6, It's indie! Clock Tower 2 Remaster. Fortnite. Knack 4. We Heart Nintendo. Wow. Eric. A Hat in Time. Gaming. Titanfall 3. Raise the price. All right. All right, we're in. All right, let's go. Oh, dude, I was looking forward to this game. See, it's all... I didn't remember stuff, but as we see stuff, it's gonna come to me. I'm looking forward to this game. This game looks sick. It's basically a modern day Zelda game. They actually released a modern day Zelda game, dude. Look at this. This is straight up like Link's Awakening status. This looks really, really good. I've had my eye on this since they announced it. I think it's Devolver Digital. No. It's the creators of Shovel Knight. They just said it at the start. And so you know you're getting a quality game because Shovel Knight is so good, right? Wait, what was the release date?
Everyone,
I missed it.
And welcome to Indie World. I'm Ariko.
And I'm Tyler. We're back to showcase a batch of new indies
10/31 Halloween.
Nintendo
Sick.
Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems.
Dope.
Since the launch of Nintendo Switch,
Too bad I'll be
indie
playing
games
Pokémon.
have brought us fresh perspectives, unique styles, and taken us on unforgettable adventures.
The support of these independent developers means there's something to play for everyone. We can't wait to discover what new experiences talented indie developers around the world are bringing to both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
And without further ado, let's dive into some titles for Nintendo Switch.
Oh, here we go. Another Metroidvania. Save Bird Kind. Another Metroidvania here. You could just tell by the map. As soon as you saw the map, you know it's a Metroidvania. That's all you need to see. The art style is interesting. It's not really grabbing me too much, but the art style is interesting. Hi, I'm Pedro, and I'm Isa, the game's programmer and writer. When we started working on Neverway, we were inspired by the many elements of the games we love, and while doing that, we tried to create something unique. We also realized how using contrast makes the experience much more powerful. A horror scene, for example, hits a lot harder right after something wholesome. We hope that this will make the world of Neverway feel much more alive, and that you enjoy what we show you today.
You ever want to quit your job, move to a farm, and become the immortal herald of a dead deity?
This is Grave whatever, right?
Sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It sounded intriguing to Fiona too, who hopes to survive this unusual set of circumstances in Neverway.
No, this is
a
Neverway.
nightmarish life sim RPG, co-created by the pixel artist of Celeste, with an original soundtrack from the composer for Fez and Hyperlight.
I remember seeing this
Nightmarish?
because of the Celeste drop.
Don't worry, these circumstances come with a sword that Fiona uses to explore and fight through the Neverway, an alternate reality leaking into her own.
That sounds intense.
This is cool.
She alone?
Not at all.
I like this,
Along
actually.
the way, she'll meet a variety of charming characters. Each
I think this
with
is
their
cool. I really
own
like the
unique
vibe of this game.
routines and story to follow.
This is cool.
Befriend, romance, or deceive them to unlock buffs and combat abilities to help you on your journey.
Okay, I might have to give this Immortal Herald thing a whirl.
Answer the call, persist through this deadly dimension, engage in fast-paced combat, and pay off your debt when Neverway descends onto Nintendo Switch
Cool.
next year.
Interesting. My first thought was I didn't expect how big the world was. But nowadays it's I'm less surprised at how big game worlds are, and more surprised at when they're dense and they're filled with interesting
From the
things.
publisher of Firewatch comes Herdling, a new adventure from the creators of the acclaimed Far series. In this tale of beauty and companionship, guide a herd of mysterious creatures into the mountains and beyond.
The journey will be challenging but breathtaking as you traverse fog-wreathed forests, forgotten valleys, and snowy plateaus.
As you cross these diverse biomes, discover more of the fabled beasts known as calicorns and add them to your herd.
You'll also encounter eerie dangers, formidable obstacles, and environmental puzzles as you climb higher and forge your way to the mystery at the summit.
Wield
Kind of
your
reminds
staff
me of
to
a
guide the
game like
calicorns and join
kind of
the
reminds me of a game like
exhilarating
Journey,
stampedes.
where
Embark on a
it's kind of
tale
more of an
trust and
experience
survival
than anything else,
when
which is cool.
climbs onto Nintendo
I don't mind
Switch
that vibe, you know?
August 21st. Pre-orders begin later today. on
Kind of like a
Nintendo
Journey
eShop.
vibe.
Window seat or aisle?
Window. Booth or table?
Booth. Lone wolf or life of the party?
Ooh, now that's a tough one.
Well, those are the types of decisions you'll have to make in this pleasant puzzle game, where you organize groups of people according to their preferences. You're in charge of who sits where.
Play seating matchmaker to
This
please
game looks
picky
cute.
characters by dropping them
Like
into
a
social
chill
situations
kind of
and
puzzly
watching
game.
them react.
Discover each character's unique traits, from the relatable to the outlandish. Everyone has a seat at the table.
Piece together these satisfying puzzles at your own pace and unlock fun new scenarios like bus rides, banquets, limo rides, and more. Sit back, relax, and find the perfect spot for everyone.
Not my style of game,
Is
but
this seat taken?
it's chill.
Launching on Nintendo Switch later today.
Your favorite
Oh,
big
yeah, this
city
game's getting an
just
update.
got even bigger.
I saw
That's
this.
right. Little Kitty Big City is back with a free update, chock full of brand new opportunities for mischief.
Use the cat customizer to give your kitty a fresh new look, or even recreate your favorite fur ball.
Once you're looking meowvelous, head out into the city to explore
Meowvelous?
new
Okay,
areas,
calm
make
down.
new friends, and check in on some familiar faces.
Get
I can't
your
afford
paws
free
dirty
updates.
as you learn skills from
I
your
feel that,
puppy
dude.
pal, or strut your stuff for the fanciest feline celebrity in the whole wide city.
With a catwalk like that, it's a good thing you can also unlock additional camera mode features to capture it all.
Say cheese!
That's not a cat pun.
You gotta be kidding me.
The Little Kitty Big City free
Ugh.
picture perfect update launches on Nintendo
The more I hear
Switch
these two, the
this
more I
year.
hate them.
We hope you're looking forward to the Nintendo Switch games you just saw.
Next up, let's take a look at some indies bound for Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, Switch
Hey,
2
we're back.
indies.
Back and under attack.
Oh, this streamer game.
Put on a brave face, squad up with your friends, and hop into the diving bell as you try to go viral in the online co-op horror game. Content warning.
Grab your camera, courage, and cursed items for some shenanigans down in the depths of the old world.
Film as many happenings as possible before you run out of
Streamer
breath,
game, that's what it is.
batteries, or
You can tell when a game is
As long as
obviously
one of
made
you makes it
for
back to the
streamer
surface,
culture, you know?
can upload your footage to SpookTube, grab some popcorn, and watch the views roll in.
You've got 3 days to hit your view quota. More eyeballs equal more moolah. And the more ad revenue you can generate, the better gear you can acquire for your next run. What could
I'm not really into
possibly go
social
wrong?
games, so I don't really play this
Fame
kind
and
of stuff.
misfortune await in content warning.
Ah,
Coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I accidentally
and
bumped
Nintendo Switch
the game
next
music
year.
button. There's a little
Hi,
bit of Fields of
I'm Kenny
Mistria
Sun,
for a
And
second.
today, I'm excited to share Ball Pit. It's an action roguelite that fuses elements inspired by some of my favorite games, like Hold Down, Vampire
We saw
Survivors,
Ball
and
Pit.
Loop Hero. I'm working with an amazing team of artists who have brought the world to life with a beautiful low polypixel art style.
This
as
was
well
the
as composer
only
Amos
game
Roddy,
we
whose
saw
pulse-pounding soundtrack locks you into the rhythm of
from
the action.
Devolver
I can't wait to
Digital,
share with you
right?
all.
Time to have a ball in
Wasn't this the
brand new
only
survival
Devolver Digital
roguelike
game we saw
Pocket.
this year?
In the ruins of old Balbalon,
Yeah.
you'll battle through
They did a whole
auto-scrolling
presentation
levels
for
with
one
break-breaking
game this
style
year
attacks
at
using a
Summer
bevy of
Games
balls
Fest.
that
This
bounce
was the
around the
only
battlefield.
game. They showed up, they were like, we got one
Better
game for you.
believe it. There are over 60 randomized balls
I remember.
to equip and combine during your journey. Experiment with powerful and unexpected synergies to blast your way through the pit.
Collect resources
Honestly, it
as
seems
you
fun.
progress to build out new Balbalon with over 70 distinct buildings, earning you additional power-ups, bonuses, characters, and more.
Each region of the pit offers its own special set of hazards, on top of swarms of increasingly challenging foes and mighty screen-filling bosses. This pit is packed.
Fortunately, you'll meet other treasure hunters along the way who can add their individual skills and upgradable powers to your arsenal.
Experimentation and adaptation are crucial to the success of new Balbalon. So go out and create total chaos against the approaching hordes in Ball Pit, bouncing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2.
It's the kind of
this
game that,
fall.
like,
And Nintendo Switch October
I don't really
15th.
care about, but if I played it, I'm sure it would be a blast. But I don't really care. You know what I mean? I'm not like jumping to play it. Yo, sick. Dave Mira's back. Sick, dude. Dave Mira BMX is back, dude. Let's go, man. What up, Miss K?
スタジオスノブラインドの渋谷です。
音楽担
Hi.
当とのムーです。
カイです。グレイシャドウは私の
A game Glacier is inspired by the rich ecosystems and cold climates of my home, Hokkaido, Japan. In the music, we use voices creatively to aid immersion and help players resonate with the game's its chill, nature-inspired world with a challenging twist of JRPG style. We hope you'll enjoy the story told from the point of view of the evolved avian species living in the ocean many years in the future.
65
Okay.
million years in the future, the Everwinter has encased Earth within a permanent layer of ice. But under the surface, a new chapter unfolds.
In Glacier, you play as a Twai, an evolved avian species descended from dinosaurs, endowed with the abilities needed to protect the Everwinter oceans.
These stunning underwater worlds are full of mysteries that are waiting to be explored and defended.
As you swim through these scenic vistas, you'll engage ferocious marine beasts in real-time combat, unleash melee and ranged attacks,
This is
along
weird.
with special abilities
In a
to
good way.
fell these foes.
All of a sudden,
Use
it's an RPG.
experience gained from these
It went from
battles to build
Subnautica,
up
but
your
you're a
Twi's
dinosaur,
wings
to
and various abilities
Final
to become
Fantasy.
the
What is happening?
Everwinter's
I'm so
ultimate
confused.
protector.
Get ready to soar the seas at the end of time in Glacier.
Actually look kinda dope.
Console exclusive
What?
on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this
Yeah,
holiday.
Garchomp Simulator.
Before we go, let's check out a few more exciting indie games.
Dang, it's already
heading
over.
To Nintendo Switch 2.
Dang,
and
dude, 15
Nintendo
minutes is
Switch.
just not long enough. This could have been an email. Winterboro. Could have definitely been an email. Yeah, that's it. They said it was only 15 minutes, but you just don't realize how short 15 minutes is until it's over. The unfortunate feeling I left for all of my ex-girlfriends, I'm sure. Oh, is UFO 50 coming to Switch? Nice. interesting.
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed.
I'm gonna go back through the. I'm gonna go back through the.
Thank you as always to our
the marathon at the end because I missed stuff.
Their craft, adventures, and imaginations to players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on the latest news from Indie World.
Until next time, happy gaming!
Dude, Nintendo just keeps hitting us with lukewarm mid presentations. I'm not a complainer, you know what I mean? Like, I really have a level-headed take on gaming, I feel. But holy heck, have they been hitting us with some lukewarm stuff here, dude. You know, I'm not usually one to give into this narrative, you know what I mean? But ay caramba, what was that, dude? That was boring as hell.
Pixel art style, as well as composer.
Cool to see Mina though. And this Glacier game looks sick too. This game looks sick. Mina the Hollower is probably the game that's really got me the most excited. Mina the Hollower looks really good. It's straight up a Zelda-like, and I'm so here for this game. This game looks like it could be like my game of the year. Like, real talk. This game looks like it could be my game of the year, dude. Like, this game looks really, really, really good. If this game is as in-depth and fleshed out as like a traditional Zelda game, if it's like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, 8 dungeons, you know, like a full feature presentation. This might be my game of the year, dude. This game looks really good, and I'm not trying to oversell it. I am a big fan of traditional Zelda. I love the art. I love their approach towards Link's Awakening. It looks so much like Link's Awakening, which is such a special game to me, dude. Like, this looks really, really well done. This is probably the best thing we saw the whole time. This game looks chill as well. I don't know if I'm interested in playing this game, but it does look like it has potential to be a really good experience. This one was called Nevermore or Neverway. Otherwise, I wasn't really tuned into much else from this. This game is cool. I played it, I liked it, but I have no intentions of really playing it again. A big city little kitty. This game right here, I'll say exactly what I said the first time. It looks like the kind of game that I just don't really care about, but if I were to pick it up, I bet you it's mega addicting, like Balatro. Like, Balatro at first for me was just like, okay, it looks like it's a phenomenal game, and then everyone's like, it's more than phenomenal. It's literally amazing. And I was like, okay, but I'm just not really sold on it. Eventually I bought it, and then I was hooked. That's exactly this ball pit game. It's like, it's gonna be a game that I don't really care about until I play it. And then once I play it, I'm gonna be obsessed with it. Which is like super chill. The Celeste developers was called Neverway. That's this game I just showed it right here. This is the Celeste developers game right here. Otherwise, I'm not really sold on anything else. Everything else was like pretty tame. This Glacier game was confusingly dope. I don't think I want to play it, but Garchomp Simulator looked cool. Let's quickly go through the montage again so that we can just kind of get a quick glimpse at a couple things here that I might have missed because I saw Cozy called out something and I want to see what's going on there. So Winter Burrow, we've seen this game. You're a cute little like field mouse. All right. Unsent Letters from the Past, which is like a TikTok video simulation where you clean stuff, which is cool. Tiny Bookshop, I think literally just came out like yesterday on PC or something. Caves of Cud looks like actually my type of game. Hold on a second. Wait a second. What is this? What is this, dude? This looks like Rift Wizard. This looks like Rift Wizard. This looks sick. Wait a second. This looks dope. Look, dude, above my head, it's like you take a sip of fresh water from your water skin. You pass by the rainbow wood. You lose your way beneath a dense canopy of spores. The way is blocked. Like, what is this? What is this super old school looking game? This looks so dope, actually, dude. What? This reminds me so much of Rift Wizard, dude. Okay, this is on my radar. What is this? What is the name of this game? Caves of Cud. Dude, this actually looks so dope. I'm gonna keep that one on my radar there. You missed stuff yourself? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Strange Antiquities? So this is the game that... So is this somehow like linked to Strange Horticulture? Is this like the same developers or something like that? Or is it just similar? It looks really similar to Strange Horticulture. Same people? Wow, this looks good. This looks good. I've seen a lot of Strange Horticulture and the game looks really interesting. So this is cool. This is cool. Prism Peak. And that's like pretty much it. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care about Go-Go Town. It's been around for a while. UFO 50 sounds cool. Yeah, not a bad direct overall. I guess my final thoughts on the direct is, hey, we went into the indie direct with pretty tempered expectations. As far as indie directs go, this one was lacking, unfortunately. So I'm going to give it the similar rating that I gave the partner direct. Well, no, that's not true. So I felt like the partner direct was actually good when it comes to partner directs. Even as high as like an 8.5. Now, if you compare it to other directs, like regular directs, of course, it's nowhere near that. It's like a 5. But when it comes to partner directs, it was a good direct. You don't agree? That's fine. However, I don't feel that way about this one. Is when it comes to indie directs, which we go into them with tempered expectations, this felt pretty dismal. And I'm going to give this like a solid 4 out of 10. And I don't really give out pretty low ratings too often. It's like a 4 out of 10. This was below mid for me. I'm rare. It's rare for me to really criticize something like this. But I will say that like this could have just been a quick email. For sure. This definitely didn't really bring a ton to the table, unfortunately. I'll give it like a 4. Maybe even less. Maybe like a 3. Yeah, maybe even closer to like a 3 out of 10. It was called Caves of QUD. Caves of QUD, which was that game. Yeah, pretty lackluster. And again, like I try not to add to the negativity in the room. I really do. If I don't think something is good, I'll just not even share my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, but like this time around, I kind of do feel like this was pretty lame. It was like a 3 or a 4 for me personally. There's a game out there for someone. Yeah, for sure. Like, that's usually why I don't share these types of opinions, because it almost implies that you are not supposed to enjoy it either. So keep that in mind. I'm sure that there's some people who maybe rate this direct higher. Maybe there was like 7 games that they were looking forward to, and they're really happy. You know, for sure. Like, I bet you there's people who find this a little bit higher rated, right? It is all personal preference. So when I give it a rating, I am not giving it an objective rating. And I should have said that first. I apologize, because again, I do not like adding to the unnecessary pool of negativity. So I should make it super clear, and I appreciate you, Mrs. Pirate, for saying that, because like, you're right. There was probably something out there for somebody, and we don't need to like beat it up. But I think for my personal vibes, it's pretty low, man. I wasn't really feeling this direct at all, dude. I feel like they I think they could have just shoved this into the partner direct. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like this was weird. I don't think I've seen you ever give that low of a rating. Not that I disagree, but you usually tend to be one of the more positive direct reactors. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling this one, man. I don't know. Maybe the indie space is a little quieter than I realized. Seeing Go-Go Town come to Switch was cool. I know a lot of people would like to see that. The only thing I was looking forward to, I already knew about. For me, it was great. What's up? How you doing today, Eilina? What games were you looking forward to, if you don't mind sharing? Yeah, if you don't mind sharing at all. Yeah, we don't have to perpetuate the negative side of the direct, though. There were some games in there that got me juiced. You know, I will say this, and I think it was Duelmaster D who said this about the partner direct. I think it was, but we say this all the time here. It's like, as long as there's one game in every direct that gets me excited, I'm usually okay. The only problem is that this time the one game was a game that I've seen like 2 or 3 times already in multiple directs, Summer Games Fest. So it's like, it's not like this was the first time I've seen Mina the Hollower. This is like the 3rd time I've seen that game. From like original concept to now Summer Games Fest to now an indie direct. It was probably in another indie direct earlier in the year. So it's like, for me personally, it was just hard to be excited. It's like, dude, I know about this stuff. Like, it's all cool, and I'm really excited for Mina the Hollower, but like, there was just nothing that got me jazzed, you know? The bookshop, the Winter Mouse, Strange Antique, and the one puzzle one at the start, I forgot the name of it. Nice. Yeah, me too. Nice, yeah. But I bet you there's something in there for everybody for sure. I played the demo for Mina during last Next Fest. I missed it. Yeah, it's already over, dude. It ended. Let me change my title though. It's okay to be negative. Yeah, I know. I'm just not the kind of creator that feels the need to add to the negative conversation. That's all. I just don't feel the need to participate in the swamp of negativity. Because what's gonna happen is like, you just heard that take from me, but you're gonna continue to hear that same take probably for the next 3 days, while everyone screams and throws fits that they didn't see their favorite game. See, I don't like to add to that. There's enough of that out there. So as a creator, I have made a stance that I will rarely add to the negative conversation because I don't need to. Why? There's enough of that out there. Why? What is me adding to that conversation do for anybody? There is zero value gained for me doing that. So I don't traditionally add to that conversation. If I don't like something, I usually just don't talk about it. I find that to be a better solution. I don't need to add to that negativity. And I wish more people didn't. I wish more people would shut their mouth and just move on instead of complaining constantly, right? And that's my take on it. So I just want to make it clear. I know that I'm allowed to criticize things. And I know that criticism is healthy. But the last thing I want to do is add to the negative cesspool of interactions, right? So me not liking that direct is not criticism. That's just me not liking the direct. That's unnecessary negative feedback that doesn't really need to be shared. Whereas there's a difference when, like, let's say I review a game and I give the game criticism. All right, everybody, this is what I think the game does well. This is what I think the game does bad. Let's come together and review the game. So you see, there's a big difference between criticizing something for the better of whether the value I'm bringing or the gaming space as a whole, and then just spouting negativity into the universe unnecessarily. Do you see the big difference there? So an off day, I'm never gonna not share criticism when it's a healthy thing to share. Because yes, people do come to me to hear my thoughts about things. And when I feel like something should be criticized in a healthy manner, I'll do that. And I do that constantly here. And that's what you get from me. That's the value you get here. But to sit here and add to the internet outrage is super unhealthy. And the reason I'm going through this mansplaining here is because I think it would be super healthy if maybe you or anybody else understands the difference between these things. I really hope that there's a huge difference between going, that sucked, everything sucked, and hey, let's healthily criticize this thing that's worth criticizing. Your opinion is not criticism. That's not really how that works. That is a super misconstrued thing. You going on the internet and saying something sucks, that's not criticism. You saying I hated this direct is not criticism. Therefore, it's unnecessary negativity. That's just your opinion, and who cares about that? Not me. And that's the point I'm trying to make. So I don't normally shell out negative opinions about stuff unnecessarily. I would rather criticize things when it's worth criticizing them. That direct wasn't worth criticizing. That direct was great for a lot of people. Some people just got 15 minutes of games that they are really going to play and look forward to over the next 6 months to a year. However, for me, and in my humble opinion, that direct was like a 3 out of 10. And it was pretty boring for me. I don't normally share those types of thoughts because I'm not here to yuck people's yum. People are yumming it up in the chat. They're having a good time. I'm not here to yuck your yum. So I don't normally share these types of thoughts. I just kind of felt like it today. So I hope that you understand that there's a difference there, because I don't want my audience to think I'm afraid to criticize things. I don't want my audience to feel like I'm afraid to share my true thoughts about stuff. Please know that that's far from what's happening here. I'm being very tactical about how I express opinions, because in this day and age, I don't think there's enough thought that gets put into opinions. I think into this as a creator, as somebody on the internet, I think too often it's too easy to just do some throwaway nonsense, rage baiting and all that. I was streaming on YouTube in the Witchbrook category. Oh, we know you're not afraid to express yourself and your opinions, my friend. Yeah, I don't want people to get the wrong idea when I make comments like that. I'm pretty passionate about this, and I could sit there and I could talk about it more. Going out on the internet and slamming on a keyboard to air your grievances is mad annoying. It's such an overdone error. Like, that's all you're doing is making the internet space worse. That's all you're doing. Call your friend and air your grievances to them. But, there's enough of that out there, man. There's enough of that out there, dude.
Yay, indie gaming.
Yo, thank you, Avo Cosmos, for 45, man. Appreciate you, dude. And thank you, Carrie, for the tier 1. I appreciate you. So we had the alerts turned off for the direct, so. What was the game, that farming sim with the death god? You might be talking about Neverway, I think. and the creators of Celeste.
Thanks for putting on consistent great streams and fostering this awesome community. It's been a blast so far and many more months to come. Almost 2 years.
Yo, thank you for 23 flip toast, dude. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Carrie, for the first time sub. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the support coming in here today. The most important skill you learn as an adult is knowing when to shut the heck up. True. All right, we'll be right back. Play some Fields of Mistria. All right, nice. We're in. Yo, what's up, Tiger? All right, we're in. Oh, we went to sleep with our inventory full. Dang it, we left our animals outside again. My bad, dude. Blame past Hylian, man. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, nice. What is this? Mossy rug. Sick. Dope. Alright, this bug needs to go in here. This earth shroom needs to go to the museum. So does this crystal wing moth. We're gonna keep that for now. Tomato soup. Gazpacho. And then we got this random bomb, which is so dope. We caught it from the enemy with a net. What up, shapeshifter? Just made it to winter. I'll say make some more chests. Noted. You ever been a Minecraft guy? Yeah. I played Minecraft when there was one type of tree. Only pigs were the only animals. The whole game was just flat. There was no actual world generation. It was all just flat. That's how long ago I played Minecraft. But I played through all the years. I played most of Minecraft's life. Even recently, I've seen like modern Minecraft because we had a Minecraft server that just recently shut down. So I've like interacted with Minecraft through all the years. I really haven't missed much of like the updates and stuff. I've kind of gravitated away from it, but most of the Minecraft I played in my life was actually modded. So you're pretty spot on there. So me and my friends, we way back in the day, we started a server called Moonbeam, and we had a full server playing the game together, and we had a lot of fun. It was a blast, just like playing the game with the homies. And then one day we decided to do a PvP server, anything goes, and we called it the Wastelands. And we wanted it to be like Fallout. It was a vanilla server where anything goes. And within like 1 week in game, everyone had murdered each other. It was hardcore, by the way. It was hardcore. One life to live. PvP, anything goes. Fallout style. And within a week, it was just down to 2 people. And then a day after that, 1 person was left. We were booby trapping each other. We were murdering each other. Lava pits, burning down houses. It was insanity. And then we realized that the concept actually had some weight. So then we introduced the Wastelands version 2. And it was a full server with a mod that let you build sky ships. Ships that were in the sky, floating around. And you could build bases and turn them into like vehicles. It was like the coolest mod ever. And we did Wastelands 2. And same rules, anything goes, PvP, but no hardcore this time. We were like, that's a bit much. And we created this beautiful experience. And by the end, we were role playing. We had all this interesting stuff going on. We had factions. It was like really, really cool. I was actually running the story. So every once in overnight, I would I was spreading these camps, calling it the NCR. all around the wastelands. I would build these camps. I had a tool that I could just like build something, copy it, and paste it. So I slowly was creating a narrative where these NCR camps were spreading. Meanwhile, one night in the middle of the night, I went and destroyed the main town and then created a narrative that it was somebody that we didn't know who did it. So everyone was going around trying to figure out who destroyed this main town and like flooded it. And then like I started creating the Brotherhood of Steel and started going around and creating the Brotherhood of Steel around the map. Meanwhile, we actually had a mod pack that was generating like subway stations and stuff around the map to make it feel kind of like the waste. And it was pretty cool. The story ended up coming to an end when the Brotherhood got found in the waste. They got attacked. There was bloodshed, bombs, TNT. There was airships, carpet bombers. It was insane. There was about 10 of us playing. Then we did season 3. That's right, it keeps going. Season 3, we brought back airships. We had quests. We had a full blown out questing system. I was no longer the DM. The DM was my buddy, and he was creating quests and a storyline. And we got a new mod that was able to add even more wasteland style like stuff. And we even had our own currency of bottle caps and like really cool stuff going on, right? Then we brought season 4. And season 4 was the best season. We had a mod that actually turned all of Minecraft into the wastelands. It was one biome, one massive wasteland, the whole game. Everything was dead. You couldn't go to the Nether. You couldn't go to the end. The only way you were able to get certain upgrades and play the game was specific ways that we curated, like fighting certain mobs or like destroying like random certain items that would, we had little dust balls that were floating through the world, tumbleweeds. And if you destroyed the tumbleweeds, there was a % chance to get like certain items that were only obtainable like in the Nether. And the creators of this was our Minecraft team. They created a vault, and you started the game in the vault, and it was a legitimate vault. We even had Fallout music, everything. And then there was also another vault hidden somewhere in the wasteland that unfortunately nobody ever discovered, even after like 2 years of playing. And it was, again, PvP, anything goes, but just not hardcore, so that people could keep their characters. We had like mods for like cool armor, and like we had of cosmetic mods that turned like iron armor into like power armor. And it was the coolest version of the wasteland we ever created. And that was where it all ended. And so, yeah, dude, modded Minecraft has always been my like personal way to play the game. Yeah, people just stopped playing. Exactly. People just lost interest. So what actually happened in the 4th season is that people got grimy. So like all of a sudden somebody's whole house was burnt down, and they logged in one day and their whole base was burned to the ground because they made their whole base out of wood. And unfortunately, we realized like too late that like you do have to limit the amount of griefing. Like stealing is one thing because you can log out with stuff in your inventory. So stealing should be allowed, because if you're not good enough at hiding your stuff, that's on you. But griefing is nasty. I participated in griefing in season 2 and I ruined it for some people. I learned the hard way. And then in season 4, we had griefers and it ruined it for those people. So people just slowly quit and then once some people quit, other people do.
Anything. Thank you for being one of the kindest, coolest people I know. Cheers, highly.
So it's like a snowball effect where like 2 people quit, then 2 more people quit, then 2 more people quit. And it was like, whatever. But I mean, I love the Wastelands. I still think about bringing it back all the time. I would have loved if we would have just played the Wastelands all the time. But it just didn't work out that way. Griefing is just another word to say doing something to somebody to cause grief with no other real reason for doing it. So, for example, ganking a low-level character in World of Warcraft. So let's say you see a level 20, but you're level 60. That's technically a form of griefing because you're not really getting anything by killing that person. You're just doing it for fun and to cause them grief. That's what griefing is. It's just to cause somebody grief in a video game for like really no reason, no good reason to cause somebody some negativity, right? So we've also done a couple other modded Minecraft stuffs as well that are worth mentioning. We've also done imagine all of the biomes in the world were instead separated and turned into biodomes, and all of the empty space was just free fall death, and you had to go and travel through the world via like paths, or like you had to figure out how to get from biome to biome. And once you got there, it was like a big desert or a big forest. And that was like really cool. We did like something like that before as well. Thank you so much, Quacka Stacka, for the beautiful message, and thank you for 28 months. How are you today, Quacka? Yeah, that was cool. I think there's like one more, but yeah, we've done some cool stuff for sure. With Lord Anvil Strike's revival, his prowess on the battlefield has shown through. You're all going to need to try a lot harder, or he's gonna end up my heir. Don't give them hope, Queen Maple. My ascension is a foregone conclusion. Yo, thank you, D-Helm, for 32, man. What's up, dude? How you been, D-Helm? I keep telling you all, we need to band together. I roll a 19 for persuasion. Lord Hayward, I'll allow it, but this had better lead to some betrayal most foul. Lord Beetle agrees with Lord Hayward. He should form a group of concerned citizens with Mistria's best interest at heart. Well, my armies are mostly out of commission. I suppose Lady Kettle is willing to aid with her court members. Honestly, running a country by yourself seems like a lot of work. Anvil Strike is Anvil in. I think we have a consensus. We should probably have more than just nobility on this console, though. As it is, we're all thumbs. What if we invited merchants and commoners? And what role will your queen be playing in all of this, pray tell? Aw shucks, you could still be queen. We'll just need to make sure this new group agrees with your decisions. Cute. Yeah, I did see Flippies. Yeah, thank you, Cozy. Thank you again, Flip Toast, for the love, bud. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you, Cozy, for checking with me. Yeah, man, we did a lot. We did a lot of really cool modded Minecraft. So, in conclusion, because that was fun to share, because I haven't talked about that. I'm not really a Minecrafter that much anymore, though, because Minecraft has changed so much that it's just not really interesting to me. The game is, unfortunately, and this makes me sound like a chode, too easy. They took all the survival out, so the only real version of Minecraft I like to play, vanilla, is hardcore. I like to have the risk of losing it all. Otherwise, I just don't really find a lot of drive to play the game outside of modded, and it just hit me not too long ago. I've never been a Minecrafter. I've always been a modded Minecrafter. It hit me, dude. It hit me like 2 months ago. I paused and was like, man, I fell out of love with Minecraft. And then I realized, you know what? I've never liked Minecraft. I've only ever liked modded Minecraft. I've always liked making my own games within the game. And that's my problem with Minecraft. Is like, I fell off of Minecraft because I've never been a fan. I want to play the modded stuff. I want to play the super interesting spins on other games. And so yeah, I thought about trying to bring the Wastelands back. I was working towards it And then we ended up shutting down our whole Minecraft stuff in Hyrule Gaming Group. So if I were to bring it back, it would be a solo project of mine. Maybe one day. Yeah. Ooh, nice. What's up, Dragon Tamer? Oh, you're talking about your Animal Crossing build in Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah, the artist killed it with HDES cheers for sure. I uncovered some interesting facts about Lords of the Land in the past week. Apparently this game is outlawed in 7 countries, 4 provinces, and 2 city-states. It has a storied history of turning neighbor against neighbor. Of course, we live in a more civilized time, so no need to let that ruin the fun. Fun? Fun? You think the Woodworkers District burning down in the last game was fun? It only burned down because you were courting the Reformed Thieves Guild in hopes of swindling them out of their property. Instead, they came after you for revenge. We don't take kindly to being tricked, Dad. You should have taken the deal. It was an honest offer. Actually, it was a bit outrageous as offers go. You overvalued the real estate at least twice over. We're a Reformed Thieves Guild island, not fools. Do you take us for Fools Island? This has been simply fascinating. I wonder if I might take the game home with me. I'd love to study it. Cute. Ah, so Landon and Riss' choice of book was a bit unique, don't you think? Yes, quite unique. Rarely have I seen a book written with such a deliberate precision. But the diagrams, illustrations were a welcome additions. I thought the author's note at the end was rather romantic. In his heart, he dedicated that building to his wife. Even if he was rather dry about it. See, Reese, what I tell you, we spent a whole summer bonding over that book, and now they're appreciating it too. Uncle, it's a technical manual for reconstructing a wooden cathedral. I don't think this is the kind of book at least LC was talking about. Sorry, guys. I tried to talk him out of it. That's funny. Like, that'd be like having a book club and then telling everyone to read Windows for Dummies. Since we're deciding what to do with the Dragon Guard's treasure this week, we all came up with proposals. I'll allow it. Let's use the treasure to invest towards Mistria's development, putting the resources into something the whole town can enjoy. Would make it everyone's treasure. But Adeline, it's not everyone's treasure, it's the Dragon Guard's treasure. I propose the treasure be invested into the Dragon Guard's future. A small fortune today could become a vast resource tomorrow. With the right guidance from yours truly, of course. Give the treasure to me and I'll let you and your Dragon Guards pester me as much as you like at the bathhouse. This is a great offer. What if we asked Raina to make us a huge apple pie and had a pie eating contest? Ulrich, we're talking about what to do with the treasure. Oh yeah. Wow, these are really cool ideas. This is gonna be great once we find it. Find it? I forgot where I buried it. And as the new recruits, you guys have to go and dig it up. I see. Well, maybe we can borrow shovels from Island. Cute. I'm a creative Minecrafter only. Yeah, see, Minecraft for me, so a lot of people don't know what Minecraft was like back in the day, but the way the game generates, so let me give you a couple examples. So when Minecraft first came out, if you played modern Minecraft, you'll understand this. If you don't, then you won't. But first off, sheep only spawned in like one biome. So making a bed was actually super difficult. And this made it to where your first couple nights in game were a true survival experience. I'm gonna tell you, you wanna know how many Minecraft save files started with me having a hole in the ground and sitting there for 20 minutes in real life, waiting for the sun to come back up because I literally can't leave the hole in the ground because there's creatures around me everywhere swarming me and I don't have a bed. This was survival Minecraft. Sometimes, and old school Minecraft, you could spawn in the middle of an ocean on an island with a single tree. No bed, no food, and you would have pretty much as long as your hunger bar lasts to survive. And sometimes you would just straight die because there was no options. Like, this was old school Minecraft. It really did create a true, what I believe to be like survival experience. And you would get into situations where you were for sure stressing about your life. And it was more than just the threat of a zombie. It was a lot deeper. It was more of a survival experience. Making food was not easy. Like, you were pretty much making wheat and eating wheat. There wasn't many options. You know, animals only spawned in like plains biomes. That was it, right? It was really cool, man. It was a very different game. Whereas nowadays, you don't struggle at all in that game. You log in and within a second, you have a bed, you have food. You're just vibing, right? Like, there's not really much of a challenge. Old school Minecraft was real intense, yeah. It's not like that anymore? Not at all, no. Now, there's food everywhere, It's just not a survival game. And that's okay, you know what I mean? They just changed the style of the game. Like, it's not even a criticism of the game because I've identified that it's just not the same game, right? They have a different goal. They have a different audience in mind. You know, when it first came out, it was a very experimental game and nobody really knew what to expect. You know, so like at a certain point, you have to respect that sometimes things change and maybe not in the direction that you're hoping for, you know? So I don't necessarily even criticize Minecraft for changing the way it did, but it's just not a game for me as much as it used to be. Yeah, that's all. Depends on where you spawn. Nowadays, I spawned a world that was mostly ocean. Took a bit to find anything, but it makes it interesting. Yeah, right. And even in that situation, you can now just go to the ocean and grab kelp, get some stone, cook the kelp, and eat it. That's how simple Minecraft is now. Like, even if you do spawn in the middle of an ocean, you can literally just go grab 8 pieces of stone below you, go grab some kelp, cook the kelp, and then you have food. You've already figured it out. Do you think they made it easier for children? Yeah, I think they made it easier for the general audience. The way that Super Mario World was a relatively difficult game, but maybe Super Mario Wii U Deluxe isn't so difficult, right? I think it comes down to, you know, they're just trying to make the game a little bit more accessible by the general audience, you know? We could certainly invest. These grow, yeah, every 3 days. It's pretty far into the season for us to be planting new crops, but it's not quite close enough to the next season to not plant crops. So this is where we plant as much as we can of like the lower end stuff. Yeah, we did just watch it. Yeah, Mad Larry. What'd you think, buddy? I don't know where my baby cow went, but oh well. All right, let's sell this. Yeah, thanks. I bought that hat for my cow. Put a crown on it. It's cute. Modern Minecraft tends to be as difficult as the player needs to be. So, like, sure, I think modern Minecraft can be very difficult as the game progresses. Yeah, I wouldn't even say that Minecraft isn't difficult. It's just not a survival game anymore. Yeah, I don't even think I even said that it's not difficult anymore. I think that was actually a chatter. But yeah, I agree. I think... Right, I don't think I might have implied that, but I definitely never, like, said that. Like, it's not that the game isn't difficult, it's just that it's not a survival game. It's lost all elements of survivability. Like, you no longer struggle to survive. But I do agree that the game can be hard at times, for sure. Yeah. Dude, like, are you kidding me? Finding a deep dark, like the deep dark biome, is like insane. Yeah, like the game for sure still has a lot of challenge, dude. Oh yeah. And you know, I did kind of imply that. So yeah, you're good for sure, kinda. I realize now that I was kind of implying that it was like a super Cake Town game, right? Like, no, I definitely didn't mean to imply that at all. I think you hit the nail on the head. I think Minecraft is the kind of game that's as difficult as you want it to be. And you almost have to kind of make your own fun in the game. So if you're somebody who's seeking a challenge, playing the game on hardcore mode is a really good way to increase the difficulty. Now you cannot die. That's why I only play on hardcore mode. Right? Because, like, that's the way that I make the game challenging for myself. I love the threat of losing everything. That makes me play the game a different way, and it turns it into a survival game. So I think you hit the nail on the head, kind of, right? Like, I think that's exactly what Minecraft does really well, is that it does create an experience where, like, you can turn it into what you want it to be. Right, let's play hardcore, no armor. Yeah, exactly. Like, and in that sense, it's probably one of the best, most well-rounded games ever made. Yeah, in that sense, it's one of the most well-rounded games ever designed. Because you can do whatever you want in Minecraft. Right. And so I do agree with that for sure, yeah. I got some blueberry jam. Yeah, I do agree with that. That's honestly a super good take. Interesting Minecraft discussions. Minecraft's one of those games that if you get the itch for it, there's nothing really that scratches it. And that's how you kind of know that it's a unique experience. When there's like nothing that will ever scratch that itch. For me, I usually am itching for like a modded version. Definitely an itchy game. Same thing with like Luigi's Mansion, just to give another example of a game like that. Like, you'll never play anything like Luigi's Mansion, so if you get the itch to play Luigi's Mansion, like, that's it. Like, that's the only game that's gonna cure that itch for you. Because there's just nothing else on the planet like Luigi's Mansion.
Everyone who sees this and or hears this is cute. Get wrecked, HDESKEKH, day love.
Yo, Lynx Man, thank you for 74. Nice. I'm feeling quite bonita myself. Oh, you know what? We should do quests today because it's Saturday. And we have some quests, but I'm too lazy. I don't know how long the traveling merchants stay here. What were we saving money for? I think we were gonna get our house upgrade next. Let's go see how much it cost. Because we have a lot of money. $5K. A butt ton of wood and stone. Holy heck. I don't know if we have enough time to get to the traveling merchants, but we could try. I know we have a couple quests for them. I'm on vacation. I'm excited. Nice. Nice. I'm glad you got yourself a vacay, dude. You should be excited. Beep bo 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 bo. Beep bo 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 bo. Alright. We could cook some more food for or grow some more food for our animals. I'm just gonna hold off on the quest stuff. I don't feel like it. Not going anywhere, just excited to not be at work. Nice. Alright, let's just go buy some seeds. Figure out what we're doing with our capital here. These grow in 4 days. Let's grab 10 of them. Let's grab a bunch of broccoli. All right, sure. Not too bad. We still got a ton of cash. Did you know you can zoom out your view? Sure, yeah. I tend to play with this UI because I want to give the viewers a little bit more to see. Right, because this is a little bit harder to digest for your average viewer, especially people on mobile. A little bit hard to see the details and everything that's going on. So while I honestly prefer to play games as zoomed out as possible, as a streamer, I try to keep things nice and digestible for all of you so that you can see all the fun stuff, man. You want to see all the graphics, you want to see, you know, all the cute characters, you know? Appreciate it, I'm blind. Yeah, no problem. You gonna put shoes on for winter? No. Keep our character barefoot. Nice. Being able to plant seeds like that is so nice. Nice. But yeah, this game does give you UI options. That's right. Cool. Grab some of these forgeables before we go back for the day. I play this game with the D-pad. I mostly play this game with the D-pad. I find that I've been defaulting to D-pad for some reason. I don't know why. The control stick feels nice though. You have 600 points you haven't used. What the heck? Dude, I can barely keep 100. I love spending my skill points. Yo, see you later, gamer lady. We're going to be watching a movie in the Discord tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. Y'all are welcome to join if you want. Should be fun. Watch some Ratatouille. Yo, what up, Spooky Art Goth? Good to see you in here, Spooks. I guess we could plant that broccoli seed we just got. Yeah, 28 days as well. 28-day seasons. That is correct. We're watching Ratatouille tonight. It'll be my first time ever seeing it. Come on out, little cows. Woohoo! Come on out, little dudes. All right, nice. We're starting to get quite the little family here. 3 chickens, 3 cows. Starting to get the little family around here. I can sell the rest of this stuff. Your wife bought Fields of Mystery the other day. Now she's obsessed. This game is obsession worthy, in my opinion. Yeah, see, we just got even more money. So this is normally where I would start just constantly putting money into my farm. But since we're not doing a ton of farming, I'm going to save my money for a house upgrade.
Cheers to 71H Day cheers.
All right. Yo, thank you, Tay for 71. How you doing today, dude? Let's go grab some food real quick. I hope Mistria releases on Switch. I imagine it will, but it's hard to tell with these companies, you know? I wonder if you get a teleport spell later. Or a spell to make your movement speed faster. So there is a way to get movement speed on armor. I unlocked a thing where every time I make armor, there's a chance to get a plus 4% movement speed on the armor. So I think you're supposed to like craft tons of armor and try to get a full set of, so a 20% armor. That's one of the skills in the game. Every time you craft a piece of armor, there's a chance to get a 4% speed buff, which means that you could craft a whole set for 20% movement speed. And I'm not quite ready to start trying to craft because it sounds like it's going to be kind of gacha, right? Like it's going to be like RNG. But I know that's going to be one way to get a speed increase. I'm wondering if later there might even be something else. That'd be cool. All right, let's go. Into the mines we go. Into the mines of Mistria. All right, what do these do? Blue sapling pools will grant you a short speed boost rather than slow you down. Using an offering shrine? Yeah. Nice. All right, we're trying to get to floor 50 if we can. See if we can make it happen. Whoa. Nice. Enjoying watching you play Fields while you wait for the full release. Yeah, it should be later this year. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Oh, I should have caught that bug, to be honest. Back up, fool. Oh, we got a warp down here. Ow, that bomb. Ow, dude. I'm being shredded down here. These guys are no joke after a while. Also, what's up, Noodle Liz? I did miss you popping into the chat today. There's a way to slow down the spawn of trees and rocks and branches. I don't think so. I think you are expected to clean up your farm a bunch. You bought this game on a Steam gift card. I will tell you that it's not that bad. Once you like fully clean your farm, it's not that bad. it comes back at a pretty slow rate. It feels a little bit overwhelming at first, but in my experience, it's like not that bad. I think it gets better. Hey, Earth Eel, baby. All right, let's... Ooh, I want that. I want that bug. All right, let's see what's in here. An enemy. What? Homie jumped into the wall, murdered himself. Place 10 stone, make an offering. Get a bunch of health back. This is so interesting. There's always cool stuff happening in this game. There's always super cool stuff happening. Finding shrines, healing myself. Like, what? Well, we're never gonna find this staircase. Holy heck. Good thing we brought food. Yeah, Poot was the worst for that. That was so frustrating in Poot. Same thing with Rune Factory 5. Stop with the perpetual farm dirtness. Like, let me clean my farm fully, please. Yeah, exactly, Noodles. It's very chill in that sense. You can just kind of wing it. That's a good way to word it. You can totally just kind of wing it in this game. Dude, stop with the bombs, man. I'm about to die. Nice, that was cool. Ow. I got this crystal rose. Dang it, another bomb. Yeah, I'm for sure not gonna make... I don't think I'm gonna make it to floor 50. Oh, nice. Staircase. I kind of want to see what this root thing is, though. What do I drop for this root thing? Rock root? Nice. All right, I'm out of here. About to hit summer year 1. Nice. Ow. You little scummer. What is that? Some random iron? Okay. Do we get lucky enough to get another staircase here? That is the question. I'm just going to eat the rest of this food so I can bring home this broccoli. I know in the past, some floors would need like a key. They would have like a switch and you have to activate the switch. I have yet to see that since I've come back. I wonder if they scratched that or if it's just a small chance. They still have them. I found one. Okay, because like I was kind of looking forward to those cool little switch rooms, but I hadn't seen one yet, so I wasn't sure if they were just gone or if I've just been unlucky in that sense. Crystal berries. Ooh. Dude, come on, come on. Can we get a staircase, please? We're so close. We're so close. There's a chest over there. It's probably a mimic. It's not a mimic. What? What is that? Mossy rug. Did we pass out? I think we still have a chance to not pass out. Ugh. Ugh. Yes. What? Floor 50? Does it not have an elevator? It does. All right, we gotta go. We can make it home. We can do this. Oh, dude, you can't go for jumping cliffs because some ledges don't feel jumpable. I think I can make it home, though. I think we're going to be cutting it really, really close. Yeah, I am hyped for the new story of Seasons. We'll be playing Grand Bazaar. We'll be playing Grand Bazaar for sure. We made it. We're good. Whew. Nice. I like the difficulty of the mines. Maybe I'm just bad at combat. It's not too bad. There's definitely a little bit of difficulty there, I'd say. Terathia's birthday. Okay. Okay, Terathia. This with a save. Say hi to our cat. We have so much stuff for the museum today. A bunch of it I'm saving for when we find the next tier of mines. So I'm saving like some of this stuff, but nice. This stuff's all good. This stuff can go to the museum. Let's go drop a bunch of stuff off at the museum. I'm gonna keep the crystal rose. And an earth shroom just in case, because I think they might. And the crystal berries, because we might need this stuff for the next tier to unlock or whatever. Museum. Museum. Grab some shale grass. Is that it? Is that all I brought home for the museum? Yeah, I guess so. Because I'm saving everything else. What's up, Carrie? Hey, good to see you today. All right, let's go drop this stuff off real quick this morning. Oh, left the animals out again. Because I was rushing home. Don't judge me, game. Nice. My one cow's fully grown. Sick. We can put a hat on it finally. Very necessary. Hats on chickens. It's like this game was coded for Kel's. Kel's coded experience. Okay, done. All right, let's go back home and water our crops. Yeah, new story of season seems dope. It'll be fun to play that. Do-do-do-do. What's up, Panka? Good to see you, buddy. Right. Not a bad little farm here, especially since we're taking it easy on the farming. Cute little farm here. I guess we'll plant this last piece of broccoli. Nah, we'll hold off. Into the seed chest you go, me matey. Same thing with the rice. Sell this stuff. I wonder if you want to process rice before you sell it. So this is worth 150, but what's processed rice worth? 175. You do want to process your rice first. I wonder if it's the same for flour. Let's go take a look, because I don't think it costs money to process stuff. Just time. 175. I think it's the same deal. So if you are growing wheat and rice for money, you do want to process it before you sell it. But I mean, it's only $25 more per, so it's like, it's not the end of the world if you don't, but Silver expert. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Boom. Now we can start crafting silver because we got the perk that makes it to where making silver is cheaper. Let's go and make ourselves some new tools. I bred 2 cows, but I didn't get a pink one. That sucks. What, did you get a tier 2 color at least? Does it still say tier 2 in the corner? Because you might have just got a different rare color. Yeah, that means you just got a different rare color. What color did you get? Yeah, that's... Oh, you were saying that sucks. Yeah. Because that's how you know for sure. It's all about the tiers, right? So like, Dweeby was a tier 1, so was Kybel's, and then Rabies was a tier 2. So that's the best way to check if you got yourself a higher tier or not. Tier 2, yeah, so you got a different kind of cow then. You got a different rare color. That's cool. So I think there's like 2 rare colors for each tier potentially. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the tier always goes up, but the color doesn't. Can you buy... Here's the real question. Can you buy a white cow? Because then maybe it is meant to be rare. Because I was able to buy a spotted cow and a black cow and a brown. I think white might actually be rare. Yeah. I think because if you go to buy a cow, I think you can only buy spotted, black, or brown. I don't think you can buy a white cow. So in theory, it is actually a rare cow, even though white doesn't feel special. That's kind of funny. That's weird. But am I ready to craft tools yet? Let's go see what the perks are for crafting real quick. How now, brown cow? We can craft 2 tools. Unfortunately, there's no way to look at the tier list without a statue. This is something I'd like to see them fix for release, maybe. To give me an option in the UI to see the whole skill tree and everything I've chosen outside of the statue. Because sometimes I'd be forgetting, man. Okay, this is the perk with the hasty information. Craft times will reduce. Crafting a tool, weapon, or armor will more likely to result in an infused version. This is what we want. This is it right here. So we want to get empowered before we do any more crafting. So let's wait. Empowered is what we want. That's going to let us... do what we want to do. I don't want your life. I'm about to go unlock everything with 700 points. I keep forgetting. What's up, Dreamy Gamer? We're doing all right today. How are you? Yeah, there is a horse in the game, right? I heard about the horse. I'm not sure how you get it, but maybe like a story thing or something. But I did hear about it, yeah. Don't spoil the horse. Leaving for vacation on Sunday for Dollywood? Whoa, that's dope as heck. Are you excited, dude? Yeah, let's go to the beach. Some more forageables for us. We honestly need to stop walking past wood as well. We need all this stuff we can get. We're too hasty to walk past the wood. I won't spoil. I don't know either. Yeah, dude. I seen it on somebody else's stream, though. So I know it exists. Yeah, Dolly Parton's dope. A national treasure, to be sure. National treasure, to be sure. I did know that if you drink water, it gives you life. Thanks for the hydration reminder. In the game? Yeah, I know. I do know that, yeah. Yeah, you did miss the direct. It was a shorty. It was about 15 minutes long. Some updates on indie games. There was a little bit of something for most people, I imagine. There was about 2 games that really stood out to me, about 3. So, I mean, I can't really complain because there was like 2 or 3 games and I knew about 2 of them, but one of them was new to me. Overall, kind of a lackluster indie direct though. Felt like one of the lighter indie directs we've ever gotten. Didn't feel like there was a ton for them to talk about. I guess they... didn't feel like they had a ton to talk about. But it was chill. You know, it's always fun watching a direct with the community, no matter what kind of direct it is, no matter what caliber of direct. I'm in year 1. We are about to enter winter year 1. In game. We're not about to, but yeah, we're close. Ooh, nice. We got a rainy day. Don't have to water them crops, dude. Animals stay inside today. So we'll hand feed them. And then we'll give them some pets. Yeah, I like the rainy day music. Oh, I accidentally fed them one of their eggs. Whoopsie daisy. Stop eating them eggs. I need those eggs. You little stinkers. All right, let's go to Hayden and buy ourselves some new... Go to Hayden and buy ourselves some new animals. Oh. Oh, this is for the new food project. I forgot we had a cutscene waiting here. Link, welcome. We've been discussing preparing long-lasting rations to fill up the remainder of the town's food reserves. It's a tall order. I'm happy to help with cooking, but I need the ingredients. The inn has been positively bustling now that the earthquake damage is repaired. I can't have our regulars go hungry. You know, I'll give as much as I can spare for the town, but I'm afraid my flock and herd are already at capacity. I don't think we can cover your whole request. This is where I come in. I've been meaning to expand the barn to get more animals, but, well, move over, Hayden. Oh, I welcome a little friendly competition. We need another 10 cheeses. Oh, so see, the game tries to coax you into experiencing the whole game. I kind of enjoy what this game does. So, like, now they're trying to coax us into taking advantage of animals. We need to get 10 cheese and 12 eggs and some milk. This is interesting. I really enjoy this actually because it's almost kind of like community center. But instead of following the bundle, you know, the whole bundle thing and community center, they decided to kind of do their own thing with it. And this is the equivalent to a bundle. This is the community center. But they're spaced out in quest. So now I have a quest to bring a certain amount of materials here. This time I need eggs and cheese. The first time I needed crops. Very interesting. Right? Like I like that. I like that they're presenting this in quest in a similar way to the community center, kind of nudging you to do things that you might not have been, you know, intended to do. Like maybe at this point you haven't raised a single crop. So you have the opportunity now, or sorry, animals. So now you have an opportunity. Maybe I should go buy an animal, right? It's cool. I think this is an interesting approach for sure. See, now I can purchase the gray chicken if I want to have 2 tier 2s. I don't think I want to do that though. I mean, it makes the most sense. And then we have 2 grays, and then we have them breed to get a new tier 3. The other option is to have the tier 2 and the tier 1 breed and hope that we get a tier 3. No, we would just get another tier 2. Yeah, so I guess if we want to keep advancing up in the colors, it would be fastest for us to just buy another tier 2 right now. That would be the fastest way for us to advance in the colors. Look at this, a chocolate and a white. Ooh. All right, this is all super expensive though, and I've changed my mind. I'd rather upgrade my barns first. I think that's probably the better decision before I go and do this. I think that's the play. You ever get a pink bunny, name them Figs. You got it. Pink bunny has been claimed by Figs. I'm not much of a gamer, so I need direction. Yeah, that's totally fair, dude. As long as you're having a good time with your entertainment, that's what matters the most, man. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. It's your entertainment, as long as you're having a good time, dude. Got him. Nice. Wish I hadn't bought all those games yesterday. Damn me for forgetting about Tiny Bookshop. What games did you buy yesterday? What'd you pick up? I don't remember. Tiny Bookshop looks cute. A bookshop simulation game in which you run a bookshop. Seems cute. Oh yeah, I remember Roots Apaka and Dredge. I remember now. Dang, filling up that graveyard of games real fast, huh? Graveyard gamers unite. I'll still enjoy them, but I'd rather I'd wait on them. Yeah, I'm really bad about buying stuff ahead of time. Like, I really don't like buying stuff that I don't plan to play right away. So this gets me in trouble because then I miss out on sales all the time. Like, Mario Odyssey was on sale a bajillion times. I still ended up buying the game for $60. Because I never wanted to buy it until I was ready to buy it. And then by the time I was ready to play it, it wasn't on sale. Happens to me all the time because I'd rather not buy a game just because it's on sale for later. I just rather not. I just don't feel like that's just not the kind of gamer I am. I'm not like looking towards the future so far that I'm buying a bunch of games that I might play later. But like I said, it kind of gets me in trouble because then I miss out on sales all the time. I probably buy most of my games full price because of that. Same, I need instant gratification. If I'm not craving it right now, I don't want it. Yeah, I'm not looking out for future Josh in that sense. Is it really money if you say it you saved if you don't end up playing it? Yeah, like hence comes in the phrase, you know, graveyard of games. Exactly. It's like it's a battle. It's a battle of will you end up playing that game or not, right? Like that's the whole battle. It's like, will you end up playing the game or not? So do you pick it up for 20% off? Do you pick it up for 30% off, 40% off, for $5? Planning to play it? Or do you just wait till you're ready to play it? You know what I mean? Like, it's such a tough battle for sure. Nice. Got some stuff. Oh, I'm out of energy. I just pre-ordered the Switch 2 Legends ZA bundle. Hey! So you pre-order it, so you won't get your Switch 2 until the game comes out? Is that how that's gonna work? So you just have to wait now until the game comes out and then you get your Switch 2? I guess that's not a bad deal, especially if that's the first game you're looking for, right? Ships on 10/16. That's cool. That's not a bad deal, yeah. Yeah, figs and roses. It's a bitter pill to swallow when you waste money, right? But it happens to everybody, dude. It happens to everybody. Sometimes a purchase doesn't work out. But you take a risk here and there. Sometimes a risk doesn't pay off. It's worth it to take a risk here and there. Every once in a while, you get grabbed up by a sale, intending to do something. Now, who knows? Maybe in 5 years, Figs and Roses is going to be bored, and they're going to stumble across Fae Farm in their library, and they're going to be like, actually, I'm going to play this. So, you know, you can't never say never. That purchase could still be worth it later. Right? It could happen. I hoard games like I'm exactly. One day I'm gonna play it. Yeah. One day, you know, one day you'll grab the old shovel and you'll do some grave digging, and you'll go ahead and get yourself some Fae farm on. Go dig up some of those buried games. Go dust off the old buried games. What shall I play today? Random newt? What the heck, man? Coral Island is getting multiplayer this year. Interesting. What's up, Lunar Sea? Good to see you, dude. Okay, I'll be right back. Do. Bum 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 bum. Actually, instead of watering today, let's go ahead and just cast the Summon Rain spell And there we go. Crops are watered. Go back in and out. The rain stopped. Animals come out to eat some food. Nice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Rare. Do 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 do. All right. I think we just got enough. We just got enough for empowered. Nice. Now we can go make ourselves 2 new silver tools. And then hopefully one of them gets infused with like a buff. I really like when RPGs have like random stat stuff when you're crafting. Like I really enjoy that. So we can craft this silver sword. Yo, Midna, dude, how you doing, man? Ooh, we got a perk. We got a buff. Ooh, restores 1 HP each time you... Yes! It's a leeching sword. Yo! That's so sick. Nailed it.
1 year with amazing group.
Nailed it.
Looking forward to many more less than 3.
Let's get the watering can upgrade. That's a nice upgrade, dude. That's super sick. Thank you. Thank you for 12 months, Midna. I appreciate you. Tools with this infusion occasionally drop stamina orbs on use. What? Dude, gnarly, dude. I do remember that one. I do remember that buff from the last time I played. And then let's grab the pickaxe. Dang, we did not get an infusion. So 2 for 3 isn't too bad though, right? 2 for 3 isn't bad at all. All right, let's go drop these off in the sell box, and then we'll go to the mines and we'll spend some time there with our new tools. Sick, dude, sick. I should probably buy myself some armor or something. I wonder how expensive the armor is. My character's still wearing rags. Literal rusted scrap metal rags. I haven't focused on armor. You know what? We could probably do armor with older stuff. Now that I think about it, I might have a bunch of like iron sitting around that I'm not using anymore because we've upgraded the silver. Oh, I have literally 4 iron. Well, let's make ourselves a new iron belt. Or it says ring? I thought it was a belt. I don't know. Nice. Give ourselves a little boost. Thank you, Midna. How you been, man? Thank you for 12 months. Hope your week's been decent. It's been pretty good. It's not too bad so far. I think I'll pick up this game when it comes out officially. I've been loving Poot again. Yeah, I mean, if you like Stardew Valley, if you like Harvest Moon, you're bound to be somewhat interested in this game. It's obviously not going to click for everybody, but you're bound to have some interest in this game for sure. All right, animals are in so that if we get home late, we don't have to stress about it. All right, let's go. Hoot is Pioneers of Olive Town, which is a brand new Story of Seasons game. When I say new, I just mean it's not a remake. So quick little history lesson. Harvest Moon is now Story of Seasons. Let me explain. The original developers of the Harvest Moon games that were released in the 90s and 2000s left the company Natsume. And when they parted ways, they requested to take the name Harvest Moon with them so they could pursue their own projects since they were the original creators, the developers of the game. And Natsume, the publisher, said no. They said it's our name and we own it. You. And they probably said the last part for sure. So, after they cursed them out the door, this new company decided, well, you know what? Are these developers? They decided to make a new company and continue making their favorite games. But because Natsume owns the rights, they had to change the name of the games. This is where Story of Seasons comes in. So, to clarify, Harvest Moon of the olden days, the original developers, now make Story of Seasons games. Meanwhile, what's now called Harvest Moon still exists, but anything after 2014 isn't the original developers. So it would be like having a famous chef's food cooked by somebody else. It doesn't mean that the food is bad. It just means that it's not the same cook. If you go to a famous pizza shop to get a famous slice of pizza from a famous cook, and it's a different cook making the pizza, it might still be good, but you're not really getting the authentic experience, are you? And that's Story of Seasons versus Harvest Moon. So every once in a while, I just like to tell people about that because not everyone's hip to the difference. And I think everyone should be hip because what Natsume did, stealing the name basically, stealing is a harsh word, but keeping the name was pretty brutal. And they really didn't deserve to keep the name. So just a heads up, I just like to clarify that because I want people to know that Story of Seasons games are the truth. Now, why did I say that? Well, sometimes the company who makes Story of Seasons games will make remakes of old Harvest Moon games. And sometimes they put out a brand new game. So, for those that have never played a game by Story of Seasons, you have Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town, which is a remake of a game from 2002. And then you have Story of Seasons A Wonderful Life, which is also a remake from a game from like 2002. Now, while I think these are some of the best farming sims ever made, they're very old because they're remakes of old games. So they're not the easiest to get into by a modern audience, but they're still beautiful games. And in fact, Friends of Mineral Town is my favorite farming sim. However, in 2021, they released a new farming sim for the first time in a while, and it was called Pioneers of Olive Town. And it's really good. It's kind of like if My Time at Portia and Stardew Valley had a baby. And it's really good. It was a modern take on a farming sim by the original farming sim company all the way back from the 90s. And it was honestly really good. So if you haven't checked out Pioneers of Olive Town, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. We call it POOT for short. because I think we just like saying the word poot. It's fun. I mean, you have to admit, it's kind of a fun sounding word. Now, that doesn't mean that Harvest Moon games aren't good nowadays, but I don't think they're as good as they used to be. So if you are somebody who has purchased a Harvest Moon game in the past, let's say 10 years, it doesn't mean that you made a wrong purchase or a bad purchase. The game just might not be as good as maybe a modern Story of Seasons, but I know there are people out there who love the newer Harvest Moon games. They thought they were great. You know, it's just, you know, the same way that, to go back to the pizza shop analogy, hey, listen, man, pizza's pizza. And a good farming sim backed by a decent amount of money goes a long way. I'm sure modern Harvest Moon games are pretty okay. You know, it's not going to be the original recipe. It's not going to be the original, you know, vibes. But it'll probably still be all right, you know? Yeah. Yo, thank you for the biddies, by the way. So I just like to tell that story because I think Poot is really good. And it was one of the first times in a while that the company made a new game. The last new game was on the 3DS before Poot. Right? I think the last new Story of Seasons game before Pioneers of Olive Town was called like Town of Trio, Tale of Two Trios or something, Towns or something. And it was on the 3DS. So it was quite the treat for us to get a brand new game from them. And I liked Pioneers of Olive Town a lot. I really did enjoy that game, so. Trio of Towns was the 3DS one, is one of the best of their games. That's what I've heard. I actually own it, but I've never played it, Blissful Bunny. But I've heard that it's one of the best out there. That's what I've heard, yeah. One day maybe we'll play it on stream. Maybe one day we'll play it on stream and check it out. How far down in the mines did you go? I'm on floor 55 right now. 54, looking for floor 55. We are currently in the Crystal Caverns. Listening to the sexiest slap bass ever. I sidestepped those dudes like I did it on purpose. I literally sidestepped those dudes like it was on purpose. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Nice. So now they've made the mines have bigger gaps. Now it's floor 60 we have to get to potentially. Before this, it was just going in floors of 10s, right? Like, no. It was always 20. What am I thinking? It was always 20. Yeah. I'm just misthinking. Oh, it's 1 a.m. in the game. Uh-oh. Are we gonna make it home? Let's go. Meow. There's no way we make it home. There's no way we make it home. Absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not. There's no way. Absolutely not. No. No way, dude. No way. I didn't think so. Let's pass out in the water. Nice. We made 3 G's. That's why we put our animals away early, because we knew we were gonna pass out. That's why we did that, because we knew. We knew better. Bum 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 bum. Cracking up because poot was my mom's word for damn it. Poot! Gosh darn poot! It's poot again! Dude, Fields of Mistria is dope. Do, do, do. Oh, hey, I got a sapling hat. Nice. The sapling hats are so cute. All right, nope. Dang, my flower chest has been full finally. Finally, the flower chest has been filled. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think we're supposed to get some rain this week as well. I think so. Later this week, maybe. If y'all want to come and watch Ratatouille tonight in the Discord, we'll be doing some Ratatouille at 6 p.m. Eastern time in the Discord. So join us. We'll be doing some Ratatouille. I've never seen the movie before, so I'm excited. It should be fun. It's a little late for the overseas fan though, so we'll do another movie night in the future. I mean, we do them kind of monthly at this point. Rat jam, cat jam. Yo, you change your name, Jackie? You can't do that. Don't you know that's against all the code of Twitch? Once you choose a color for your name, it has to stay the same. Just the color, don't call me out? Nah, man, that's messed up. Now your whole identity's changed. Now I'm getting a completely different vibe from you. Before I was getting a calming, witty vibe. Now I'm getting a scary, aggressive vibe. I don't like it. That's it, I'm gonna change the whole thing. All right, I'm calling it here today. We'll be back tomorrow, and we're gonna watch a movie tonight at 6. All right. Thanks for hanging out today, and I'll see y'all here next time. Peace. What happened to my music? What the heck, man? Screw you, Spotify. You suck.